Hey, I'm Coach Kesha, and I do videos on fashion, lifestyle, and everything self-embetterment. So if you like my vibe, like my channel, like my content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's stay connected. Well, I am doing this video to share with you my experience and a little bit of knowledge on how to, once you've lost the weight, how to keep it off and don't gain it back. And I know you're probably like, girl, what you talking about? So I have not always been this current weight, and I'm going to share some photos for further justification. Or further proof that that I have not always been this size. My weight has fluctuated, and now I'm at a size that I have not seen in a while. And so as I reflect back and I ask myself, well, how did you get back here? I had to ensure that I revisit those things to make sure with me getting back on my weight loss and healthy lifestyle journey that I don't make the same mistakes that I made before. So I am going to share with you how, when you get the weight off, how to keep it off. So one of the major things that I have is to keep working out. I know for me, I had a horrible car accident, and going through physical therapy and everything and just healing, once I got back to the place where I could fully work out, I did not do it. Or even when I was at home and I was recovering, there were parts of my body that I could have worked out, but I chose not to. Number two, my number two is really, really huge, and this is something that I still sort of struggle with, but don't look for people to validate you. Don't wait for someone to say, girl, you look good, or I can tell you losing weight, or this, that, and the third, especially from family and friends, because they may not appreciate your journey and appreciate the effort that it takes for you to be on this journey. And quite frankly, they may be jealous. So, or they may just not be happy for you or don't care. So don't give them that role or that responsibility to pump you up and keep you going. There are a slew of weight loss communities out here online. I'm pretty sure there's some stuff in your local area where you can connect with like-minded people who will motivate you and, help you, and in some cases even help to validate you, and you all can reciprocate that and y'all have that relationship. But don't allow, because I did that. I was looking for that applause. I was looking for people to tell me, you look great, you're doing great. And I got it every now and again. That is something that you're responsible for doing for yourself, and build your own community or network of people who will be there for you and push you along and celebrate you. There are people out here who will do that. However, it is your responsibility to, one, do it for yourself, and two, build that network. Number three, watch what you eat. I know that around the holidays, which was around the time that my accident happened, I know around the holidays or just any time, especially now with COVID, anything can push you to, especially if you're an emotional eater, can have you where you're constantly taking in have it where you're taking in a little bit more calories than you should be, or a slew more of calories than you should be. Watch what you eat, and also watch how much of it that you eat. I know that a small bag of chips does not equate to the same thing as a family size, or even the $1.89 bag, the middle size. The size does matter. It does matter how much you're putting in your body, and even as it relates to fruits and vegetables, and even as it relates to lean meats like chicken breasts or steak or seafood, anything. If you're eating too much of it, it's definitely going to have a negative effect on your body. So continue or start to watch how much you're consuming and exactly what you are consuming. And I'm going to even put a tag on that. Why are you consuming? I remember my doctor back in the day, she asked me, she said, okay, I hear that you're eating, healthy, and you're eating your grapes. I remember specifically talking about grapes because I can kill some grapes. She was like, you're eating healthy, you're eating your salads and everything, but why are you eating? So we've gotten to the point where you're consuming healthier foods, but why? Why are you eating? Are you eating because you're hungry? Are you eating because you're bored? Are you eating because you're sad? Are you eating because you're excited? Are you eating because you're sleepy? Are you eating because you're whatever? Why are you eating? So before you put something in your mouth, determine, one, is it nutritious for my body? How much am I eating? And why am I about to eat this? Be real with yourself. And number 4, this is huge. This was huge for me because I was in denial. Pay attention. Pay close attention to how your clothes fit, because your clothes not going to lie. If you pay close attention to how your clothes fit and consider that to be a red stop sign or a yield sign to you potentially needing to, up your game with working out and maybe cutting back some calories, this will definitely prevent you from fully sliding back to the weight that you don't want to be anymore. If you make sure that you stay on those whatever size it is, if you have gotten out of those 14s and you've gotten back down to a 12 or a 10, and you notice those 10s and those 12s starting to get kind of tight, then that is an indication that, hey, I need to kick it up a notch, or I need to lay off this a little bit. But paying attention to that will definitely keep you on track. And I'm gonna add a tagline to that too. Especially pay attention to your stuff that don't have stretch in it. We can kind of get away with our sundresses and our yoga pants and our leggings and stuff like that. I challenge you to pay more attention to the clothes that don't stretch, because that is going to give you a clearer indication if something is no longer fitting and if we need to tighten up our game with our calorie intake and our workout plan. All right. And I love this one. Number 5 is go on a fast and reset. I fast once a week minimum, period. And I do it for a closer walk. I do it for a sound mind, and I do it also for discipline. So that's why I would say go on a fast and reset. And also because when things are out of control, sometimes you do have to lean, and sometimes you do have to be still so that you can step back and go back at it. And that's what a fast does for me. And also what it's going to do is going to reset your appetite. So if you've been taking in a whole bunch of sugar, your body is going to continue to crave that. So if you go on a fast and you're not consuming all of that sugar, the less you take it in, the less your body is going to want it. And it's kind of like the Bible says, resist the devil at its onset. If you resist that and you're using that muscle, which is what you do on a fast, it's not fun, it's not comfortable, but it's needed so that you can get back focused and get back on track with your weight loss goal and don't get back up on the scale where you don't want to be. And the last one is a huge one for me. Because again, these are all the things that I learned, and these are all the things that I wish that I had implemented before I'm back on this journey again, but it's all good. But one of the major things I would say is be good to yourself. Do not beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. If it's anybody else in this world that you need you. And you are not your weight solely. If somebody that you really, really care for could choose whether they would have you overweight or not at all, I'm pretty sure they would choose to have you, because your weight can change, your health status can change, and you are in control of that. So don't beat yourself up and degrade yourself in this process, because today is a new day, or even if it's the same day, it's a new opportunity to get on track and do what you need to do. I got down to a size 10, 12-ish. And I am back up to a size 20, 22. So there's a lot of beating up on myself that I could do, but I choose not to. I have had my moments, but I choose not to. I hope that my lessons and the things that I went through and my years of weight loss and weight gain inspires you and helps you not to gain weight once you've lost it, because we know that you can lose it. You can definitely do that, but let's stay focused on not gaining the weight back. Take care.